I need to say this as well. I need to say this as well. Pertaining to the incest and the cousin thing, please understand I am not judging you, okay? I am not judging anybody out here. No man, no woman, nobody is. Not my job to judge, okay? And if you truly understand generational curses and generational behaviors, you would not judge this, okay? And I'm just gonna keep it real. I had to come back and add this in because I think that a lot of people, the first thing they're gonna say is ew, ew, but you don't understand how this was inbred into our DNA or our mental being. Go back and look at the history, okay? Go back and look at the history of breeding, all right? If you go back and look at the history, you shouldn't judge. You know what I'm saying? Because it really is in the DNA. I hate to say it, it is. And it's not. I don't think that when I look at it, I don't look at it as. I mean, it's not healthy, but I feel like it's a generational curse that needs to be broken among family members. So, like, if you are a man and you've been having sex with this family member or this cousin, this shit has to stop somewhere because that woman has a demon in her, okay? And you may have adopted principalities. You may have adopted these principalities that, oh, well, it's okay to do that, because she groomed you to believe that shit is normal. But let me ask you, if this woman is doing this to, you have this family member that's been sleeping with you, or she's been, justifying this behavior to you, I'm gonna keep it real, so 100. If you have a son and your son is attractive or cute, this woman is going to do that with your son because she doesn't have, it's not about love, it's about sex. And like this demon that this woman carries, I'm telling you, every time you do something inappropriate with this woman, it passes off onto you. And I feel like there's like this justification in your head that this woman has kind of groomed into your head that it's just sex. Like it's just sex. It's not anything else. But for her, it is. For her, she tells you that. But for her, this bitch is in love with you. And if she saw you with another woman, she would lose her damn mind. She would lose her mind to see you married and move on and be with a woman and have a family. She ain't having it. She ain't having it. So you, for whoever this man is, you have been single for a very long time, because every time you get with a woman, and you've had baby moms, you've had baby moms and it don't work out, or there's a common theme among the woman and that you dealt with, that they walk away or they move away from you. Sometimes the other states or other cities, like they move. She does spell work to push that. Yes, she does. She does spell work to move those women out of the vicinity away from you so that they're no longer accessible. Okay? She has literally worked on these women's finances to like make it so that they can't afford things. You have even, and I'm going to keep it 100, you have even helped this woman do spell work because she has made you believe that you're divine feminines, or these women are doing things to you and that you're supposed to help her, as a family member, help her attack these women. So you have attacked your own divine partners because you trusted this woman. But she's had you literally push your own partners away from you, break your own partners down. These are people that God keeps sending to you over and over again. God keeps sending women into your life, divine feminines, but there's a twin flame connection that you're literally scared to go into because of the advice that this woman has told you and this woman has given you. And she's determined to keep you by yourself. But I feel like you're tired. You want love. You want certain things in your life. And you're being looked at as this player when you're really not a player. And you're being looked at as this person is non-committal. but you're only non-committal because she works over you as well. And it's crazy because I feel like I can literally hear her saying, oh, I would never do that to you. I would never work on you. I would never. And she does. This bitch does. She works on you, and she keeps you in a state of confusion, and she does it on purpose. And even when it comes to your belief system, I feel like you feel like you're a piece of meat that's being used for sex, because in a sense you are, passed around from these people. And then when you find somebody that truly loves you, these people make you, these women, or this woman who uses you, this family member uses you, or these other women, they make you feel like you're not worthy of anything else except sex. But that's not true. You have so much more worth. So much more worth. You're not an animal, and you're not some sexual object. You are smart, you're intelligent, you're good looking, and the energy that I sense is almost like an energy of, if my dick doesn't work, I have no worth. And that's not true. I had a man in my life once, and I told him that you are not defined by your private parts. And if you could never have sex again, I would still love you. I would still be there for you. I would still wake up every morning to you, kiss you, and cherish you, and respect you. Because to me, you're more than just the act of sex. You're so much more. You're brilliant. You're intelligent, But these women, you've been used by this family member, and possibly maybe even more family members. I'm going to keep it so 100, for sex. And the ideology that you have around sex is a tainted ideology that people have given you to make you feel like, you being good in bed is all you bring to the table. And I'm going to say it, that's fucked up. Because you don't deserve that. You don't. Nobody does. Nobody does. So I say this from the deepest part of my soul, that there is a healing that needs to take place in this man. And I ask for every woman to pray for any man who has been molested and groomed by a family member into a incestuous relationship, or incestuous belief system, or a belief system where they believe they're only good for sex. I ask that you pray all chains off of them. Because women, ladies, these are our men. These are our husbands. These are somebody's sons. And they could be your sons. And sometimes mothers, I'm hearing somebody's mother tell me, this woman must be deceased. She's telling me she didn't know. She didn't know. And I don't know if this cousin is a bisexual or gay. Like, this woman she'll sleep with anything. She could even come off in masculine energy. So you could chill out with her as one of the guys and have sex with her. This is crazy. Her energy is so confuzzled. Yeah. But she passes that confuzzlement onto you. That confuzzlement, that confusion onto you. And yeah. So you're more than just your personal part, sir. You're so much more beautiful than that. And when I say that, you're a beautiful, handsome, smart, intelligent man. And you think that because every relationship you've had that did not work out just means that you're meant to be alone, but that's not true. This family member has been doing spell work to give you that impression, and even messing with your mental. Yeah, it's crazy. This is crazy. So I don't know if you come from a family of witches, warlocks, spiritualists, gifted people like I do. Yeah, I feel sorry for you, because I feel like the woman in your family, they try to control the men, even their sons and their daughters, but there is incest here. Yeah. And I feel like possibly your mother, father, I don't think your parents knew that this cousin was grooming you like this. And you feel like this is normal, but this is not normal. It's not normal. It's not to have a belief system where it's okay to have sex with your cousin and for them to attack people who truly love you and for you to not be able to have a healthy marriage or relationship. Because I feel like you were going to propose to somebody and this person came in and told you not to. She called this person a whore and she made up all this stuff and she went online and she got these pictures and she did all this stuff to make you believe that this person was a whore. And so you wouldn't give this proposal. And it's really fucked up. It's like really messed up. And you sat there, you were so sad. So sad. But you believed her and you trusted her. And she just didn't want to see you get married to someone because she wanted to be able to have access to you sexually whenever she wanted. Damn, this is so sad. I'm sorry, my heart is just like so heavy with this message. But I was piecing it all together over the last couple weeks because I kept having these visions of inappropriate relationships, like people. I've never been molested. I've never had any of that happen to me. But for some reason, when it comes to the men in my life, I've dated several men who were molested or raped, or they dealt with women who had demonic spirits on them. And so I now have an understanding of why these men were brought to me. Okay? Because I've always loved them and I've nurtured them and I've seen more in them than just the sex, you know? And so now I'm starting to understand why these men were brought to me. Because, you know, sometimes your parents are so caught up in their own thing, they don't protect you. And I had very protective parents that protected me 24/7, you know? And sometimes, you know, to rewrite or remove a way that we see ourselves or a thought process, we have to bring people around that can see through us, you know? So I never judged the men that, you know, I came in contact with and the things that they told me. I never judged them for that. I didn't come to judge. I came to heal. I am a generational curse breaker. I am here to guide people to breaking their generational curses, bondage, a way of, you know, mental bondage, emotional bondage, sexual bondage. I am here to break those things and to show you that some of these indoctrinations that you've been given have been given to you to keep you stuck, stagnant, broke, alone, and make you question your worth when you're not. You're worthy. You're beautiful. You're worthy. And I feel like there's a lot of men out here that need to hear that. Okay? And I don't know why, but I keep hearing a mother say, I didn't know. She would have protected you. She didn't know. And you didn't know. And you didn't tell her. You kept it secret. As most abusers make us feel like we should keep it secret, and then they tell you you're special. But whoever this cousin or this woman is, she's done this to several men in the family. You're not the only one. You're just the only one she thinks she's in love with. And she fell for because you're well endowed. And that's what she's in love with, because she has a succubus demon in her. And she's even placed an incubus demon inside of you. And there are times when you separate from this woman and you leave this woman alone and you're able to starve. You know, you go into periods of celibacy and you're able to starve that incubus demon out of you, because when you starve it, it doesn't want to stay in you. It wants to find another host to go into so that it can feed sexually. But you've been running around out here just having sex, and I feel like for some men, there's some man that's tired. He's tired of feeding this thing. And sir, you're going to have to starve it. You're going to have to starve it. Okay? But I will tell you this much. When you have intimacy with your divine feminine, there's part of you that wants to be vulnerable with her, but the demon within doesn't want you to. Because if you're vulnerable with her, if you open up and you like truly give of yourself to her, you'll choose just her. And this demon gets fed off of having sex with multiple partners. It likes variety. It likes to feed off of several different things. It's an energy vampire, and it's using you as a bridge. So if you fall in love, then you'll want to be loyal to that one person, and you'll want to be with that one person, and that entity will not get fed what it wants, because it wants to have sex all the time. Okay? And I think that you've noticed that sometimes you go places or you go around things and you've had attraction, and you're like, why is my male phallic, why is it getting hard around these people, and they're like family, and it's inappropriate, and you know mentally, but you're like, I don't understand, why is my body doing this? You feel ashamed of yourself. You think there's something wrong with you, but it's not you. It's not. I swear to God, it's not. And that entity hates divine feminine energy, because every divine feminine that comes in contact with you, if you fall in love with that woman, then it means the end of this person being able to use, this entity being able to use you. And the reason why this entity loves you so much is because you are well endowed, which means that it makes it easier to bring women back to you, to keep using them as a source of sexual energy. So if it loses you, that's why it holds a grip on you. It won't let you fall in love. It makes you scared of falling in love, because you sabotage it every time by not being able to be faithful. And that is exactly what it wants. And so then the woman that you love end up thinking that you're a player, or you're a whore, or you're this or that, when in reality you're not. You're not. And you do try to control your sexual urges, but you can't understand sometimes why you can't. And it's because whenever you sleep with whoever this family member is, she puts an incubus demon in you, and she puts a succubus demon in her. And the two demons, they pull towards each other. It's the two demons within the two individuals that are craving each other. You feel ashamed of yourself for craving to have sex with your cousin or this woman in your family, but it's not your woman, or it's not the person in your family or that you're craving to have sex with. It's the demon within, the demon that she placed in you, and the demon that's inside of her, craving to come together to have sex. And then your human side feels so ashamed. And this demon has been cast out of you before. It was cast out of you before, but then you got tempted to go back and sleep with this family member. And when you did it, she placed one right. She makes a deal. Like, it's like she takes on the incubus and the succubus demon, and then when she has sex with you, she places, the other one goes through ejaculation and sex and coming an orgasm into the other person. And then from there on, you like, I can't let go of her, or why do I have to keep having sex with this family member? I don't understand. So I don't know. All I can say is I'm not judging. I understand. But this is why this person keeps you away from your divine feminine. Because when you're with your divine feminine and you become vulnerable and you open up and you want to be faithful to that person, the divine energy of having sex with your divine feminine casts that demon out. And I know you feel it. I know you felt it. With all the divine women that you've dealt with in your life, because you've dealt with more than one, whenever you deal with a divine woman, you just want to be with that one woman. You don't have a desire to be with several women, you know? But that cousin, that family member, it's like they call you and they're like, well, I just need to have sex. And you go do it out of a service, almost like. And you end up getting an entity on you. Next thing you know, you're back in that behavior of hypersexuality and promiscuity. And you're like, yo, this is not even me. And you try to spend a lot of time by yourself because you can't understand why you can't get in control of this. And you think maybe I'm bipolar, maybe I'm this. I don't think you're bipolar. There might be some mental or emotional, things that need to be healed there. But it's having sex with this person. It's having sex with this person that starts it. You got to see the pattern, is what I keep hearing. And when you sleep with your divine feminine, and in this person, actually what I'm hearing is when you pull away from this person, your divine feminine, you reconnect with your divine feminine. She thinks that you're cheating with a woman. She thinks that you're dealing with another woman, but it's not a woman. It's not a love interest. It's a family member. She thinks that that the third party is another woman, and it's a family member. It's a family member. Yeah. Damn. So she treats you like you're a player. She treats you like you're out here sleeping around and you're a whore, when in reality you're not. You're not. You love her. Oh my God, this is such a mess. This family member has totally fucked this all up. All I'm going to say is you have an opportunity, I feel, to go into union. And once you go into union, once you commit, this family member is going to lose their damn mind. They're going to lose their mind because they're used to having you there as whatever they want. But you are so much more, and it's time that you love yourself and see your worth. You're more than just sex. You are, sir.